Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
Two councilmen are in hot water tonight after the city of Hamtramck found out they don't actually live in the city. Things got tense at a public meeting when the council members were confronted about it.
I'm really frustrated. I'm angry. I'm not going to speak anything. I'm just going to deny the allegation. Every freaking piece of paper is here. If anybody wants to see it, I can show it right now.
I hope you guys pay from your pocket, not the resident from the city of Hamtramck pay their own taxes. I'll sue the court. If I don't pay it, I'll sue the court again and again.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Kimberly Gill here with Ty Steele, and you just heard from Councilman Abu Musa and Munif Mahood, who were at the center of this controversy.
Yeah, it all started when the city hired a private investigator to check if political candidates really live in the city they claim to represent. Turns out the investigator found that both men have homes in Warren and Troy. And so we managed to get our hands on the reports that were given to council here. This investigation was carried out by Advantage Investigations based in Sterling Heights. Will Jones has been working on this story tonight. He's got the latest for us. Will?
The application says residency and eligibility.
This month, the Hamtramck City Council is expected to vote on whether two council members should be removed from the council and the ballot in this year's city election. This comes after a private investigator hired by the city found that council members Mohith Mahmood and Abu Musa do not reside in Hamtramck. The investigator reported that based on surveillance, GPS tracking, and public records, Mahmood lives in Troy and Musa in Warren. Hamtramck residents echoed a similar sentiment about the findings.
How you gonna represent a city and you don't live there? You know, that ain't right.
We should live in Hamtramck to know what's the problem in Hamtramck.
Yeah, it's important to have council members that understand the community and actually live here.
Musa is running for re-election to the council, while Mahmood has his eye on becoming the mayor of Hamtramck. During last week's city council meeting, both vehemently denied the allegations regarding their residency.
I'm really frustrated. I'm angry. I'm not going to speak anything. I'm just going to deny the allegation. Every freaking piece of paper is here. If anybody wants to see it, I can show it right now.
I was the councilman for more than a decade. I disagreed for the investigation, and I'll sue the court.
We tried to reach out to both candidates tonight for additional comment, and we were unable to do so. So on May 13th, the City Council will decide their fates. We're live in Hamtramck. Will Jones, Local 4.
All right, Will, thanks for following up on that.
Tonight, a Metro Detroit man is behind bars accused of a hate crime after allegedly running down two people outside a bar in Highland Park just before 5 o'clock. Local 4 confirmed police arrested Aurorham Jatbo Safar in connection with that crash that happened on McNichols and Hamilton roads last week. Safar allegedly ran over two men who were hanging out at Menjo's, fundraising for local LGBT nonprofits. Well, now one of the men who survived that attack is sharing his story with our Pam Osborne, telling her what happened just moments before he was hit.
I saw the person just accelerate, pushing the gas to hit me. I just saw the lights. When I saw the lights, everything just blew up. So when I just wake up, I hear my friend Jeremy, he was telling, oh, he cannot die, Winston cannot die. So, and I hear that boy, you cannot die, and I wake up.
Safar is currently being held on bond. In addition to the hate crime charge, he faces 2 counts of assault with intent to murder, 2 counts of assault with intent to cause great bodily harm, 1 count of tampering with evidence, and multiple other felonies. Pam's one-on-one sit-down with the survivors continues Sunday at 6.
Let's move to some statewide headlines. The Department of Justice suing Michigan to block it from taking legal action against fossil fuel companies. The complaint says that Michigan plans to sue these companies for damages related to climate change, claiming that would conflict with federal authority. Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel isn't backing down, though. She has vowed to fight this lawsuit, calling it frivolous. Moving now to the University of Michigan, which now faces a lawsuit of its own. The suit was filed on behalf of 8 former workers. They claim they were fired and blacklisted after participating in pro-Palestine protests on campus. The university has not commented on the lawsuit. And at MSU, Athletic Director Alan Haller is leaving the college. He joined the school 3 years ago. The university president did not give a reason for the change, only saying the search for Haller's replacement will begin immediately. Haller's last day will be May 11th. New tonight, this scene in downtown Detroit, right outside our studio earlier tonight. Demonstrators marching with the Moratorium Now coalition for a May Day protest. They're advocating for workers' rights and social justice. I saw the march firsthand as it passed right by our station. I caught up with one of the organizers, too, who says the group was speaking out against federal layoffs, talks about privatizing the post office, and the crackdown on illegal immigration.
City officials are excited to showcase major progress on the new $160 million Coolage Terminal for the Detroit Department of Transportation. See, this new facility will replace the former terminal, which was damaged by a fire and closed back in 2011. Currently, work is about 2/3 complete. Key features of the new terminal include employee locker rooms, administrative and training space, and radio dispatch. Plus, there's a maintenance facility with heated floors and a storage building that can hold up to 150 buses, with the option to expand to 250 buses in the future.
We'll be able to facilitate rides on the west side much smoother. We won't have to bring buses so far west with this facility back open again.
Officials say they hope to have the terminal opened by the end of 2026.
It was a sad end of the season tonight for our Detroit Pistons. So close. After fighting hard throughout the whole series, Detroit fell short tonight in Game 6, ending their season.
And it marks the end of a historic season, one of the best year-to-year turnarounds in sports. Hobie Artigue is at the game right now, getting all the post-game reaction as we speak. But first, let's talk about what happened tonight. Cade Cunningham really carried the team's offense, scoring 23 points and dishing out 8 assists. But here's the catch. He didn't make a single shot from beyond the three-point line. Actually, the Pistons struggled as a team from the arc, hitting only 9 out of 34 attempts.
Yeah, that would have really made the difference. Let's not even forget about New York's Jalen Brunson. He had a huge night, dropping 40 points and boosting his series average to nearly 30 points per game. Here's Pistons head coach J.B. Bickerstaff.
Nothing the Knicks did came easy, right? They had to earn it all. And tonight they just made one more play than we did down the stretch. But I could not be more proud of these guys. And I am grateful to be a part of this team, a part of this organization. You know, to watch them revitalize a fan base the way that they did, to go from where we were at the beginning of the year to where we were now, just from a fan standpoint and an engagement standpoint, you can't ask for anything more than that.
So again, Hobie Artigue is working hard right now to gather reaction from the locker room. He'll join us live from LCA in about 15 minutes.